Dona Beatriz was born near Mount Kibungu in the Kingdom of Congo, now part of modern Angola, around 1684. She was born into a family of Congo nobility and was probably baptized soon after, seeing as Congo had been Catholic for a while now. It was said Beatrice had visions even as a youth, and her high spirits and supernatural outlook caused her two marriages to fail and led her deeper into a spiritual life. Dona was trained as a Nganga Mirianda, and a person who was said to be able to communicate with the supernatural world. However, sometime around the 1700s, she renounced her role and moved closer to the views of the Catholic Church. She got sick in 1704, and she claimed to have received vision of St. Anthony of Padua. In her dream, she died, and St. Anthony entered her body and took over her life. She began to preach, and Apolliana Mufata supported her, claiming that she was the real voice of God. She believed she had a special connection to God, among other things. She died each Friday and spent the weekend in heaven talking to God, to return to earth on Mondays. While in this state, she learned that Congo must reunite under a new king, for the civil wars that plagued Congo since the Battle of Mbwila in 1665 had angered Christ. She was ordered to build a specific Catholic government and unite the Congo under one king. She destroyed the idols, the various charms inhabited by spirits, as well as Christian paraphernalia. When she took her message to King Pedro IV, he considered it, but refused to hear her. She then went to visit his rival, Yao II. He also refused to hear her. However, in a short time she was able to gather a significant amount of followers and became a factor in the struggle of power. Beatrice sent out missionaries of her movement, called the Little Anthonies, to other provinces. They were not successful in the coastal province of Soyo, where the prince expelled them, but they were much more successful in the dissident southern part of Soyo and Imbaba Lovata, which lay south of Soyo. There they won converts, especially among the partisans of old Queen Susanna de Nobrega. Much of her teaching is known from the Salve Antonia, her prayer that converted the Salve Regina, Hail Holy Queen, a Catholic prayer, into the anthem of the movement. Among other things, the Salve Antonia taught that God was only concerned with the believer's intentions, not with the sacraments or good works, and that St. Anthony was the greatest one, in fact, a second God in addition. She taught that the principal characters in Christianity included Jesus, Mary, and St. Francis, were all born in Congo, and were in fact Congolese. She upbraided the Catholic priests for refusing to acknowledge this. Dona was captured near her hometown and burned to the temporary capital of Ivululu as a pagan in 1706 by forces loyal to Pedro IV. She was tried under Congo law as a witch and a heretic. The Anthonian prophetic movement outlasted her death. Her followers continued to believe that she was still alive, and it was only when Pedro IV's forces took Sao Salvador in 1709 that the political force of her movement was broken, and most of her former noble adherents renounced their beliefs and rejoined the church. Some hint of the strength of her teaching may be glimpsed by the fact that the 18th century Congo religious art often shows Jesus as an African.